Hello, here's a short video today that I'm going to call Argumentum ad Fattum ad Nauseum ad Hominem. I will attempt to respond to the ranting feminist generalizations about anti-feminist. I don't consider myself an anti-feminist, but I do favor egalitarianism, which will make me an anti-feminist in the eyes of many feminists.
Hello, just going to be a short video today. So as the title of the video suggests, today I'll be talking about something I see used against feminists a lot, both in popular anti-feminist content creators and by commenters. I think it truly is a pathetic tactic to try and win an argument by calling the opponent fat or ugly, yet this line of argumentation, if you could call it that, doesn't seem to get much criticism from anti-feminists generally speaking.
Instead of this generalization of the people you speak out against or attempt to generate this argument, it would be helpful if you pointed to specific people or instances where this would apply.
Ironically, many of the people who go around calling feminists fat are themselves overweight, which, while not showing the quality of their person, does make them a bit of a hypocrite.
This comment decidedly makes you a bit of a hypocrite since you found it necessary to point out the appearance of the people you criticize. If their weight or size had nothing to do with the quality of their person, then there would have been no need to mention it.
The essence of these statements is that fat or ugly women have nothing to offer the world.
Which statements are you referring to? The reason I decided to make this response video is because I have no idea exactly who or what you're talking about. In general, I know that there are those that insult overweight people, and you are saying that even overweight people insult others like themselves. People all over the world say derogatory things about others all the time, based on nothing more than how they were born. Mean people insult someone based solely on their appearance, which is wrong, but it's life.
While it is not directly stated, it is heavily implied that if someone's fat and ugly, their arguments are undermined by that.
I do get what I think is your point here. The stereotype of a feminist is a fat, ugly woman. Stereotypes come from somewhere, but you are implying further that this stereotype suggests that fat, ugly women do not have value or are not smart. Am I right?
The idea is that if I'm a woman, I have to be hot to be taken seriously or listened to, and that's incredibly sexist.
Well, maybe it is. But why do you hide behind this hot and sexy avatar? Is it because you have internalized misogyny and feel that your opinions would only be valued if you appeared amazingly fit?
So not only is it a really weak position to take on feminism, it is also confirming to me that there is still work to be done in how we see women and value our opinions and beliefs. If you genuinely believe that the value of someone's argument hinges on the attractiveness of that person, you're exactly what is wrong with society. The reason why we have so many young people listening to uninformed celebrities instead of experts is because of the idea that attractive people have more value in what they say.
It doesn't have to be a weak position on feminism, and this is the major problem with feminism. It can be a weak position regarding anyone whose value is denigrated because of their appearance. Feminism does not care about the people in general being fat-shamed or targeted because of their looks. You appear, and feminism as an ideology, to only be concerned about half of the population. As far as people looking up to successful, fit, and attractive celebrities, this is anathema to my lifestyle. But I understand that the population as a whole looks up to their heroes on the TV screen, regardless of who they really are. These celebs represent success and a healthy lifestyle. Well, the healthy ones do, which the general population wish to emulate. Remember, you are referring to popular culture, and there is a manifest reason why that culture is popular. And who are you to judge who is uninformed and who is the expert? Richard Dawkins is by all accounts a celebrity, and on the topic of evolutionary biology, he is quite the expert.
I also wanted to touch on this before in a video, but I see a lot of attacks on David Futrell for his weight by many people within the men's rights movement.
I don't know anything about this David Futrell and terribly little about the men's right movement, so I'll pass over this and continue with your next comments.
A large portion of people are overweight, and to suggest that they don't matter is something I find rather disgusting.
Yes, a large portion of people are overweight, and maybe that's because of the preponderance of large portions. Everyone should matter, and no one should ever be judged by how they look. But let's talk about that. What I find disgusting is this fat acceptance movement. Yes, we both agree that people should not be discriminated by how they were born, who they are, or how they look. However, encouraging people to feel good about being morbidly obese is obscene. In what world do the massively massive have a chance of enjoying the quality of life we all deserve? We're not talking about people who can pinch an inch. Hell, I'm about 5 to 10 pounds overweight myself. Like many, I work hard to keep from being seriously overweight. You may or may not know the searing pain that accompanies constant hunger. And as many, including myself, already know, it takes a serious commitment of self-control not to give in to constantly indulging and gorging yourself. I am not repeating words for the sake of it. Many know the constant pain that comes from refraining from eating too much or having a seriously unhealthy lifestyle.
I'll also add as a disclaimer that I have also seen many feminists shame someone for their looks over a disagreement, but I'm calling that out equally as much since looks don't determine the merit of an argument, and that's the main point I'm making here.
Well, good for you to call out those meanie, fat-shaming feminists. A good day's work here.
In summary, the idea that someone is worth their conventional attractiveness is an idea I would like to see die.
Well then, the Ranting Feminist and I don't agree on much, but this is one place we are in harmony over. I say there is no one person who deserves more or less rights than anyone else. A lofty goal, not achieved everywhere in the world, as we know, but a simple goal that makes feminism and any other ism unnecessary. Think about it. If a person was equal and treated equally, we would have equality for all. This is the world I want to live in, and I would not want identity politics used to achieve it.
There are gorgeous people out there who have ridiculous beliefs that aren't remotely based on any facts or evidence.
Why are you straw-manning gorgeous people? Just because someone is mega attractive doesn't make them worth less than someone who is fat and ugly, right? Fat and ugly people too can have ridiculous beliefs that aren't remotely based on any facts or evidence. Why just pick on the hot and sexy, I ask you?
So I find it really stupid to base your idea of someone's arguments around something like appearance.
I do agree with the concept of not discounting a person's opinion based on appearance, but I think you are conflating the reaction of anti-feminists to perceived attacks, calling everyone sexist, misogynist, transphobic, and of course the famous invented term Islamophobia. Maybe these anti-feminists are going about it the wrong way, but the people they are angry at should look in the mirror now and again. The United States had a recent election that has many pointing fingers of blame. It doesn't occur to the social justice warriors or the PC police that calling everyone a racist, sexist, homophobe is considered to have played a large part in the election of Donald Trump. Instead of having some introspection, these same people are on the name-calling rampage. Some joked last year that Trump was a Democratic plant to throw the election in favor of Hillary Clinton. Some now believe that the SJWs and feminists are part of a conspiracy to keep the American public so pissed off that we'll have 8 years of Trump.
I tend to get accused of strawmanning whenever I say a criticism such as this.
The straw man thing is probably because you talk only in generalities and do not make a specific argument.
So for now I'll provide examples of feminists being called fat and ugly as an attempt to say we're wrong or as an attempt to silence us.
I've cut out the images you've put at the end of your video because, although they do show people calling feminists fat and or ugly, I can't respond to their motivations of why they created those images or videos. It's wrong to insult people, and that's a fact, but it's also a fact that many people do wrong things. We live in a society that is civilized and has the rule of law. There are places around the globe where the local people do not enjoy the benefits of that enlightened worldview. Anyone care to guess what countries women are actually, by law, treated as second-class people? Can anyone guess what is the dominant religion of these highly oppressed regions, places where women are bound by law to cover their heads or entire bodies, places where an adult male relative is required to escort a female when she dares to venture outside the home, places where Sharia law is practiced and a woman's testimony is worth half as much as a man's. I could continue with this list of outrages against women, but this video would be too long. I do not mean to suggest that because of the fact that millions of women and girls that face a horrendous fate that you should not be able to complain about your feelings being hurt. That's not my point.
Thank you for watching. That's all for today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Thanks for sharing your insights and being patient while I pick on your thoughts and opinions. I do not wish you any ill will and merely am attempting to start a dialogue or continue the one you started. You sound like a thoughtful and nice person. Bye-bye now. Ladies and gentlemen and otherkins, thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, hit the like and subscribe. Please help us get to 1,000 subscribers, our goal for the end of the millennium. Thank you for watching once again. And once again, subscribe if you enjoyed. Bye now.